There are currently 62 wildfires in the forest protection area of Alberta. 19 of these are out of control. So far this year, we've responded to 548 wildfires, burning more than 1,100,000 hectares. Wildfire activity did increase over the weekend after a break in conditions last week. We saw activity pick up particularly in the north, where they missed much of the cooler, wetter weather in other areas of the province. That's the reason why we kept the fire ban and off-highway vehicle restriction in place in that part of the province. One new wildfire that started on Sunday near Fort Chipewyan has grown relatively quickly and is now our #1 priority wildfire. It's roughly 3,000 hectares in size and is 13 kilometers away from the community of Fort Chipewyan. We have crews and aircraft working on that fire, with more on the way. Fortunately, today, winds in the area are light and are blowing away from the community. This is a reminder of how fast the situation can change during wildfire season and why we are constantly monitoring the conditions everywhere. When we see a period of warm, dry, and windy weather in an area, it's likely to mean if a fire starts, it has a good chance of spreading. We made significant progress on many wildfires in the province when conditions were cooler last week, but we knew the fight wasn't over. That's why we've continued to bring in new firefighters and resources from other agencies over the weekend. Crews from Australia, New Zealand, and the United States are now in place on wildfires across the province. We have roughly 900 firefighters and support staff assisting from other agencies, with new people coming in to replace those going home. Thursday, we'll welcome nearly 80 from the Yukon and BC. These additional firefighters are working alongside our own staff, who have been maintaining long hours defending communities in this province from wildfire for weeks. This wildfire season started early, and we still have a long way to go before it's over.
I'm pleased to report that more Albertans have been able to safely return home as re-entry continues in a number of areas across the province. Unfortunately, we are also seeing increased fire activity around the community of Fort Chipewyan, including the First Nation communities of Allison Bay and Doghead. With this area now on evacuation alert, we ask those affected to be prepared to evacuate on short notice. All community members must be prepared to evacuate on 15-minute notice and should be prepared to be evacuated for at least 7 days. Please be sure to include a plan for your pets in your evacuation preparations. With these new risks, there are 5 evacuation orders still in place. Albertans are encouraged to download the Alberta Emergency Alert mobile app for the most up-to-date notifications pertaining to evacuations. Albertans may have noticed a decrease in Alberta emergency alerts over the last few days. While this decrease in alerts is encouraging, there continues to be elevated fire activity with shifting winds and warmer temperatures. With dry conditions persisting, there is still a chance that fire activity could increase as the week progresses. So it's important that Albertans remain vigilant, as wildfires can start easily and spread quickly in these conditions. Alberta continues to be under a provincial state of emergency, and the Provincial Emergency Coordination Centre remains at a level 4. Currently, there are 7 states of local emergency, 3 ban cancel resolutions, and 3,501 people are evacuated, with 5 reception centres open. We encourage all residents from areas that have been affected by wildfires to stay informed as the situation continues to evolve.